key theme of this year's Container Supply Chain Conference is what we're calling making sense of scale. So effectively the vessel sizes are increasing. That has a knock-on effect on ports and terminals and the way they have to set themselves up to receive larger ships. And that's pretty much the backbone of the content and editorial that we're offering here this week in London.
This morning's question is, have shipping lines and terminals forgotten the customer? To a shipper, the focus should be on improving service. It is paramount, and the driving factor, importantly, is communication. Unfortunately, with the shipping lines and terminals, this is where lessons still need to be learned. The message I wish to deliver to the shipping lines is clear. The fact is, the freight payer is the customer. It does not change once a vessel sails.
We're faced with, as terminal operators and port developers, we're faced with a changing requirement in the market, a changing customer profile, if you like.
However, in all this conversation, who's thinking about the cargo owner? You know, he's the guy who pays the bill at the end of the day. No one else, he's the guy that pays the bill. And in our view, his world is changing as well. Logistics chains are changing. Within the UK, we see a fundamental shift in how logistics chains will operate in this country. Nobody's asking how are changing supply chains going to impact on carriers and their schedules. And whilst it should never be a one-sided argument, there has to be balance.
TOC Europe coming to London is a big thing for London, and it's the first. And here as well we've had some great debates and great conferences, lots of issues that have come out of this in regard to the big alliances, the P3 and the demise of the P3, if you like, before it even started. So great opportunity to debate and to network, of course, and I think it's been an absolute success.
It's really about sharing our learning. After all, the marketplace will decide where to put cargo. For us, it's about sharing our experiences and learning. I think from all the presentations, be that tech talk, be that port-centric logistics, be that bulks, or even the main conference. I think you always come away from TOC having learned something new, perhaps a bit thought-provoking, or made some great contacts.
An initiative we introduced last year, which we're carrying on this year, is the roundtable discussions, which gives the audience a far more intimate forum to get together and discuss specific issues.
In conclusion, it is still a tough road ahead in the dynamics of our industry, certainly from a shipper's perspective. I personally think that indeed, sometimes shipping lines and terminals have forgotten the customer, and I therefore would encourage more dialogue.
I'm pleased to announce that next year we will be returning to Rotterdam. It's our 40th edition. It's a very special occasion for TOC. The Port of Rotterdam, as you all know, are our global port partners for 2015, so expect something very special next year.